is this happening right now? My brain is still processing this. What's going on, guys? It is RNF, Ryan Nintendo Freak, back again with another video. I just woke up and I saw this trailer on YouTube, and I had to immediately get up, go into my game room, and make a video about this. Now, we're going to be talking, mostly mentioning about the Switch version of this game, but it is coming out on all other platforms. I just want to be clear on that. It's not only exclusive to the Switch. But since that I am the Nintendo guy, we'll be mostly kind of mentioning more about the Switch version of this game. So Atari released a trailer about Toy Story, and all I could think about, my eyes lit up, like opened up wide like a cartoon character, and I just went, no fucking way that this is coming and this is happening. And it is. We are getting the ultimate, it's not called ultimate, I'm just saying it, we are getting an ultimate Toy Story games collection set coming to the Switch. And I was just kind of, my mind was all over the place because I'm a Pixar guy. I love Pixar, and I'm also a big Toy Story fanatic. I love Toy Story. I love 1, 2, and 3. I also do have a soft spot for 4, even though that 4 was a movie that kind of seemed like it wasn't really necessary, but I do have a soft spot for it. 5 is coming out very soon. I think it's going to be a sequel that's not necessary, but I think I'll have a soft spot for 5. And also, the concept for 5 seems pretty interesting as well. So I'm very curious to see what Toy Story 5 has in store. But what's crazy about all this, so they announced all the games that are coming out, but we'll be going over all those a little bit later. My mind was just all over the place because of all the games that they announced. But plus, I made a video about this like over a year to 2 years ago. I don't know exactly what year it was. I think it might have been in 2024. I made a video about what Disney games I would want to see come out for the Switch. And one of the first things I said was that I would love to see a Toy Story collections, like a collection of all the Toy Story games in one collection set. There was a couple of games that I left out because I didn't know that, there was one game I didn't really know that it was a thing, but then there was another thing that Pixar seems like they're trying to forget that it even happened. So, but then we'll be going over those. But yes, so I already made a topic about this, and I was kind of thinking this probably might not happen. It could, but I don't think it probably will. Now seeing a trailer and having this actually happen, I'm surprised. So the first thing I want to point out is that Atari is going to be developing or publishing the game, but actually I'll be right back. So Atari is a part of publishing or developing it. Digital Eclipse is also going to be helping out by developing this Toy Story collection set. Now, I never opened this. I do want to open this and play this Atari game because this is the Atari 50th Anniversary Collection Edition. But I heard a lot of reviews and saw a lot of videos, and people have been like praising like how awesome that this is, but by having like documentaries of like videos of like the game developers talking about like all these games, these legacy of these games that were released on Atari back in the day, and they have like this timeline about like all these games, and it goes like by like descriptions of talking about the games and everything, and then plus also having the games that you can play the games on as well. So like people were saying that this was really great, really awesome collection piece right here. and like it was awesome. So Digital Eclipse is also going to be making this Toy Story collection set, and it seems like everything that they announced in that trailer is all going to be the exact same from this Atari collection set. So with Digital Eclipse being a part of making this collection, this Toy Story collection, like this collection's going to be in good hands, because from what I saw and from what I heard, they did such a great job with this game. I have a good, strong feeling that they're going to do an excellent job with the Toy Story collection set. So now, what Toy Story games are we going to be seeing in this collection set? I am happy you asked. So it seems like we are going to be getting every single version of freaking Toy Story 1. So it seems like that they're going to add the Super Nintendo version, the Sega Genesis version, and they're also going to be adding the Game Boy version. And I just made a gameplay video about this. I am currently filming this video talking about the collection. I'm filming this video on Tuesday, and I'm going to try to get this video out sometime by Wednesday and Thursday, or it might come out even on the same day. Who knows? But I am filming a gameplay video of the Toy Story handheld games, and that's supposed to be coming out because I'm doing a little marathon leading up to Toy Story 5, and it seems like the entire release for Toy Story 2 is going to be on the Switch as well. I think all the console versions are the same as like the N64 version. So like I'll only be listing like just the two versions right here. So it seems like the N64 version, I'm not too sure if it's the N64, because I think Toy Story 2 was released on all other consoles as well. So it seems like that so the console version of Toy Story 2 is going to be on the Switch, and then also it seems like they're going to be adding the Game Boy version one as well. And then freaking Toy Story 3 is going to be added as well. I don't know if the handheld version for the DS of Toy Story 3, I don't think it's going to be added. I didn't see that portion. I didn't see that game in the trailer, but I think it's just the console version of Toy Story 3 that will be added to this as well. But also, it's not all going to be all in one. They say it's going to be a double pack. So the collection of all the retro Toy Story games, all for the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, N64, Game Boy, it seems like that's going to be all in one. And then Toy Story 3 is going to be like, it's like an additional add-on to the collection set. But I think it's also going to be in the one cartridge. I don't know how that's going to work out. But yeah, so Toy Story 3 is going to be on the collection set as well. So now that is all for the mainline Toy Story games, or for that are based off of the movies and stuff. Now let's talk about some of the games that I did not expect that are going to be added as well. So I don't have this one in my collection of games, but there is a game called Toy Story Racers that is going to be added to this as well. I did see the Game Boy version one being advertised, but I don't know. I think that game was released. I should have really done more research, but I think that game came out on the original PlayStation, I believe. I think they're adding the console version and the handheld version of Toy Story Racers. I think that's going to be on there as well. I don't have that game in my collection, so that was one that I did not list to be added to this collection set, but I am pretty excited and stoked that they are going to be adding Toy Story Racers to the collection set as well. Now, the one game I did not expect that is going to be added to this collection, and I think I did mention about this in the what Disney games I would want to see come out for the Switch. I think I might have mentioned about this, but the one game I was hoping that it could be added to this collection set, because it is a part of the Toy Story game lineup history, but I just know that I heard that it seems like that Pixar wants nothing to do with it, but somehow it got greenlit for this collection set. Buzz Lightyear, a freaking Star Command, is getting put on the collection set. What the? I am excited. I am excited because of a couple of reasons. One, it seems, like I said, it seems like that Pixar, I heard YouTube videos about it, that why Buzz Lightyear of Star Command is not on Disney Plus, or it does not have like a DVD release of the series or whatever. And I've heard a lot of videos that it seems like Pixar wants to have nothing to do with Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. So after seeing a whole bunch of YouTube videos about that topic, I sat here and I kind of thought, is this going to happen? I'm not too sure. So, for my Nintendo collection, I do have the Game Boy Color version for my collection, and then I also do have the original PlayStation version because my dad gave me because he was like, hey, I was cleaning out the garage, and he goes, and I found this box, and he goes, I know that you collect Nintendo stuff, but he said, I thought you might want this. So then when I looked at it, it was my PlayStation 2 that he had at his house, and I was like, in my mind, I thought of this game and one other Disney game, and I went, fuck yeah, I'm taking this. So, because I have seen videos of the console version of Buzz Lightyear Star Command, and I just think that this game looks so fun, and so I bought it, and I did play this a little bit, and I did have a blast. It seems like that they're adding the entire collection. Like, when I mean by the entire collection, I really do mean the entire collection of Toy Story games. The only one that's not included, I'm looking at one of my game shelves right now. The one game that is not included is Toy Story Mania that got released on the Wii. And then also the DS version of Toy Story 3. Those are the only ones that are not being added to this collection set. So yeah, I don't know how this slipped through the crack from Pixar. If Pixar really does want nothing to do with Buzz Lightyear Star Command, I'm surprised that this slipped right under their radar and is getting put onto this collection set. So now, if this is getting added to the collection of the Toy Story games, what does this mean for the future of Buzz Lightyear of Star Command as a whole? Like, is this their way of saying, hey, you know what, we are going to acknowledge this series and we're going to bring it back? I don't know. I'm just kind of, when I saw this trailer, all I could think about in my mind was, what does this mean for Buzz Lightyear of Star Command? Like, the future of the show. Is it coming to Disney Plus? I have a bootleg version of the Blu-ray, and I don't know, like, is this coming back? But yeah, so I am very excited. I am super pumped. So yeah, like I said, this collection set is getting a Switch release. Not for the Switch 1, just for the Switch 1, but it's also getting a Switch 2 release. Before I started filming this video, I pre-ordered my copy on the Atari website, and I think that might be the only way to get it. I don't know if it's going to get released in stores. I know that it should get a digital version. So, but I think for the physical, I think it's going to be on the Atari website. And that's where I did my pre-order for my copy on. And also, it's going to be $50. For mine, when I looked at it, it said $49.95 or 99 cents for the Switch 2 version. That is freaking sick, because $50 for like this ultimate Toy Story collection set, I'm freaking sold. But yes, and like I did mention, I pre-ordered the Switch 2 version of this game, so I am hoping I'm hoping that it should. I'm hoping it's not a game key card. I don't think so. Like, I know sometimes when they have listings on the internet and stuff, like on Best Buy and Target, sometimes when they advertise a game for the Switch 2, they don't show off that it's going to be a game key card. So, and on the Atari website, it does not mention that it is going to be a game key card. So I think, but I also do think that Atari and also Digital Eclipse, I believe, yeah, Digital Eclipse, I think that they might make this, like, I think they do listen to the criticisms about the game key card situation, and I think that this whole entire collection will be on the physical card. Like, the entire game will be on the physical card. But yeah, so that is it, you guys. Comment down below, what do you guys think about this Toy Story collection set? I would like to hear your guys' thoughts. I am very excited. My brain is still scrambled and it's still all over the place because this is crazy. This is huge, especially for me as a Toy Story fan, because this is more than what I was asking for, and plus for that price, that is sweet. But yeah, but that's it, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so then you guys can be notified every single time I make a video. Catch you guys later.